Hello and welcome to another Nikke video. Information about RAM and the Collab event have been released and I'm going to discuss it. Please leave a like and a sub and I hope you enjoy the video. So here I am on the official Nikke Twitter. I'm just going to read what it says here. It says Nikke profile RAM, manufacturer abnormal, affiliation Emilia's faction, weapon machine gun. She excels at various household chores and adores her twin sister Ram. Let me go ahead and scroll down here, and again, I don't know why they do not include the weapon name at the top there, but it's actually called Demon's Mighty Grip is her weapon's name, and we'll look at that in just a moment as well. But first, let's just actually look at this actual image here, and here it is. Here is Ram. She looks absolutely cute here. Looks extremely well done, and also on her design, I mean, it looks exactly like it was on the preview image. You know where it is wearing her basically her maid outfit here. You know, she does have her blue hair with the pink ribbon here on the side, also her headband on the top, where you can actually see a bunch of the flowers there as well. So a lot of her image didn't get changed from the teaser image. Not only that, it's pretty much the same pose as well, unfortunately. But the only recent thing that we really got is more towards the bottom here. We actually just see more of her legs, which pretty much she is wearing these thigh-high socks down here with, you know, the low frills at the top there. And she is wearing just these little tiny shoes as well. They're these nice, shiny, tiny shoes. And lastly, on this thing as well, is we got to see her faces here at the side, which pretty much her reactions here. Where pretty much here at the first top one, it's looking like she's pretty serious there. You know, I don't know what she's looking at, but she looks pretty serious. And then here in the center, she looks extremely happy. And then lastly, on this last one, she looks pretty nervous there. Either she's got caught with something, or maybe she's just embarrassed about revealing some info. Yeah, but she looks pretty cute in all these three photos here. And I wish they did something different for this image. We actually get more information about the unit, but luckily they did happen to release a couple other new things, which is other new thing is going to be this. Her aiming pose. Let me go ahead and just read what it says here. It says Nikke profile Ram, the younger of the twin maids who work at Roswell Mansion. Let me know if you need my help. Let me go ahead and just scroll down here, and this is her weapon here. We can actually take a better look down here. So let me just scroll down to the actual weapons. This is what people actually want to see here. And wow, yeah, this weapon looks very unique, especially this little you know, ball and I guess would be part of the ball and chain there with the spikes on it. But you know, before I talk about the weapon, let me actually go to the top here and we can actually take a look at everything else together. So we'll take a look at the top of her model here. She is looking very nervous here. Yeah, I can actually see the sweat drop here. So it's either that she's holding the weapon, either that the weapon is extremely heavy and is pretty much that's making her sweat, or she's just nervous about where she's at. I barely started watching the anime, so I saw what weapon she was using, which was basically that ball and chain type of mace type of weapon. And she looked pretty confident in there, but here, yeah, she looks pretty nervous about holding this weapon. And let's actually talk about her position of holding this weapon. If you actually look how she's holding this weapon, it's actually extremely awkward. I mean, I don't mind too much this on her left arm here. I mean, it looks appropriate. Unfortunately, on her right arm here, I don't know, it just looks very awkward, especially since this is going to be a machine gun here. I just feel for her wrist here. I feel it's going to be a lot of pain on her wrist. And all of that as well, even if you think about even holding this weapon, I feel it's going to be a lot of shoulder pain as well. I think what they probably should have done is they probably should have had the same type of hand position as her left hand, pretty much just like holding a suitcase on this other side as well. I think it probably would have looked better. I don't know, it just seems really odd position. Yeah, I'm assuming this is where the trigger's at since she's pretty much holding it here. But yeah, it just looks really odd, this position. Yeah, but either way, I mean, yeah, that's the position that they gave her. I'll have to see how it actually looks in game. And now let's actually talk about the weapon itself. So very obviously here at the bottom, I mean, if this is very, you know, this pretty much catches your eye down here. And you'll see the ball and chain, which is pretty much comprised of her weapon in the anime there. I'm pretty sure that's where they got the weapon from anyways. Yeah, so they're pretty much just half of here. The only thing is, I don't really know what it's really doing for the weapon. I'm assuming this is where pretty much the ammo cartridge is supposed to be at. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be shooting the ball with the spikes on it. I don't know if it's going to be shooting that. I'm pretty sure it's going to be shooting normal ammo, but I mean, it's a very weird aesthetic choice. I mean, I understood why they did it, but yeah, I think it would have been better if they chose something different. But I mean, I don't mind it. I mean, it just looks pretty different there. Maybe they borrowed from Mario Kart. I don't know. But let me go ahead and go a little bit up here to actually look at the actual weapon here. Where actually there's a lot of things to the seat of the weapon. We'll just go ahead and look at the right side here, which pretty much you are looking at a stripe. So pretty much it's looking like, so you're seeing this stripe pattern, which is pretty much blue and white, which majority of the weapon is going to be blue with white there. And actually the glass is actually see-through here. I'm assuming it's glass. I'm not sure exactly what it is. I'm assuming it's glass, unless it's like very like transparent plastic or anything like that. But yeah, you can actually see a little bit more of the inner workings of the weapon here. And it looks like there's a couple other tubes in there. So I'm pretty sure there's going to be circling around in there as well to shoot the weapon. If we go a little bit more down, you can actually see where she's holding it. But right here, it looks like the holder could actually move around. So she could actually put a little bit more towards the center or extend it as well. Since you can see the ball joint pretty much supposed to be doing the movements there as well. And if we go a little bit more to the left, you can actually see basically the butt of the weapon here where she is holding it. And I'm sorry, even right now, I still think it's very, very awkward to behold. But even then, actually, now I actually see the trigger, and it's actually right here. I'm going very, very close to her thumb. Looking at the trigger now, it seems like it's a very, very far place from where it's supposed to be. Since even extending the thumb out would be quite the extension. Oh, wow. Yeah, this is a very awkward weapon. But, oh, well, I mean, hey, she's going to make it work somehow. Now I can see why she is sweating so much now from holding this weapon. And, of course, here at the end, I mean, there's a nice flat surface. So I guess if she's going to mount it to any other place, like maybe like have it close to a wall, that I guess won't damage the wall. I'm not really sure. But, yeah, there's this nice butt of the weapon there. And, obviously, there's a lot of little tiny details here as well. Like there's like pretty much a little tiny star right there. And also there's like little tiny windows here, which I'm not really sure what the windows do. Maybe it's gonna animate whenever the live 2D actually happens, since there's a few there. Even towards the ball with the spikes, there's also another little see-through gauge there as well. I mean, it looks pretty neat, but yeah, it looks very awkward to me. Yeah, I don't know what you guys think. I mean, yeah, for me, it's very awkward to be holding that weapon. I don't mind, really weird designs for weapons. I mean, hey, it's a fantasy game. I totally like, weird, weapons. For me, I just want them to make at least a little tiny sense. Yeah, but anyways, I mean, it's not that bad. All right, let me move on to this next thing, which is actually going to be the event story. So yeah, they actually gave us a little tiny hint here officially. Let me go and read what it says here. It says, event preview, Goddess of Victory Nikke at rezero, starting life in another world. Collaboration will begin soon. So let's actually look at the image here, where we actually see Aid right there. We see Ram on the right hand side, with Cocoa talking to Ram there. And it's pretty funny since they actually have both pink hair. So I think they're going to get along quite well. We actually scroll a little bit more down. We do see Ram looking to the left and Emilia looking to the right, amazed at what they're actually seeing there. And lastly, we do happen to see Soda there in the front, looking super happy with her mouth wide open. Looks like she's going to be eating a hot dog right there. And we go a little bit more down and it says, receipt for you. And at the end of this logo, we do happen to see a knife and fork there with a whole bunch of flowers and stuff in the background of the logo. So let's actually talk about the actual units on here. And yeah, even Aid right there, she's looking very happy as always, very content. And she is pretty much leading the whole thing, even though she is in the background there. Just pretty much she's supervising there. And I do also like how Cocoa is, just very, very excited to talk to Ram about ketchup there, even though I know she doesn't have a ketchup bottle on her hands. But it looks like she is super excited to talk to Ram. And most likely it is going to be about ketchup, about the glory of ketchup there. And it looks like Ram, she looks extremely annoying. She's like, oh my God, this kid and the ketchup. Like, we talk about something else. And obviously I already mentioned earlier with Ram and Ram, they look super excited about the place there. And also, obviously, there's plenty of booba to be seen there as well. Compared to Ram, there's not that much to see. Damn, Ram is pretty flat. Is she always that flat? Anyways, let me keep going down a little bit more. And yeah, and obviously, I already talked about a Soda there. And yeah, even though they're cutting off a little bit of the booba of Soda there. And also, I do want to mention this as well. I actually made a video about the collab story since 4Gamers pretty much, I think, accidentally released information a little bit early. If you guys want to see that, I actually made a video. I'll link it at the end of this video, also in the description as well. Where pretty much it's revolving around cooking. Basically, right here, it's supposed to be recipe. Yeah, that's pretty much how you're supposed to say it. So it's a little bit awkward to say it thanks to the colon there. But yes, it's about a whole cooking thing. And if you want to know more about it, you can watch that video. I explain a little bit more about it there. But yeah, so it's going to be mostly about cooking. I don't know how well the collab story is going to be. I mean, it's only time will tell. Since it's very, very, very soon. I mean, it's just a couple days away until the collab. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the info. This is all they got released. As soon as more information gets out, I'll go and make a video about that. We're still waiting for their kits, and we're also waiting for the weapon of Ram as well. Since she is an SR unit and she is free, so everybody's going to be able to get Ram for free. Basically get her to you're able to get her plus 2 copies absolutely for free. Where in terms of Ram and Emilia, unfortunately, you will have to pull for them. And if you do happen to want those units, or if you happen to have enough golden tickets, you could go ahead and just get those units immediately from the shop. And yeah, that's about it. That's all the information they have released currently right now. We're still waiting for more information to come out, and that information should be released pretty soon because the collab is almost going to start. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully you guys are also excited about the collab. I'm Scrublord, and I'll go ahead and see you on the next video.